what's going on YouTube? This is the boy right here, the unknown Doctor Who, coming to you with another video recapping Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Man, tell me we did not see an epic comeback from the Dallas Mavericks in Game 2. It was impressive. Down 15 points and come back to win Game 2. Dirk Nowitzki, like I said in my previous video, is unstoppable. If you go back and look at my first video, you'll see I predicted Dallas to win in 6 games. I'm still sticking with that prediction. I'm not changing it. The only difference now is I was wrong about one aspect, and I'll come out and say that I was wrong about one aspect of my prediction. That aspect that I was wrong at was about Dwayne Wade. I sat there and said that I thought Dwayne Wade had some issues going on because he was in the slump, but give Wade credit. The man has played unreal up until this point. Now, with that said, Dallas is a great team as well. That's something that I'm tired of all the Heat fans out there saying. They're like, all I've been hearing is, oh, well, the Heat's going to outmatch them. The Heat's going to do this. The Heat's going to do that. The problem with the Miami Heat is going back to what my first video said. The Heat do not have a consistent bench. I'll give Mike Bibby credit. Mike Bibby came out and did a lot of good things in Game 2, but he's not consistent with doing that game in and game out. If you go and look at every bit of members on both teams, you will see in terms of depth, Dallas Mavericks got it hands down. If you look on their bench, they have all kind of players that can come and contribute when the main players aren't doing much. Dirk Nowitzki, for all intents and purposes, had a horrible game here in Game 2, but he made shots when it counted. Now, what we are hurting on is turnovers. If you look at both Jason Terry and both Jason Kidd, they're hurting by turning the ball over. Now, that has to stop. If that doesn't stop, we're going to be in a lot of problems. We're going to be in a lot of trouble, I should say. Because if you give Miami a whole bunch of time, they can kill you. If you give them a bunch of chances offensively, they're going to kill you. If you notice in the series so far, what Miami's doing that's killing us so bad is the fact of them getting those fast break opportunities. And that comes from what? Turnovers. So now going on to Game 3, you got to look. The next 3 games are in Dallas. Now, I'm going to be realistic. I said in Game 6, and I'm still sticking with Game 6. The problem is Dallas is not going to go home and win all 3 games. That's not going to happen. I'll be the first to even say that. All I'm hoping for out of these next 3 games in Dallas is for Dallas to win 2 of them. If they win 2 of them, they go back to Miami with 2 chances to wrap it up and win. And that's what I'm hoping will ultimately happen. I could sit there and be like a lot of people and jump on the Miami bandwagon and say, oh, well, you know, I'm going to switch my pick and say that Miami's going to win. No, I'm sticking with what I've said since the playoffs began, even before they got to this point. I believe Dallas is the best team in the NBA. I believe they're the most overall and complete team, and I'm sticking with them to win the NBA Finals in Game 6. Now, as long as they can correct the problems with turning the ball over, I still believe 95% they are going to win the NBA Finals. And if I'm wrong, I will come back here on YouTube and admit that I am wrong and say I was completely off base. But from what I've seen, Miami is not as great as people are giving them credit for. They might have good players, but good players don't always equal perfect chemistry to give you that what you need to get that NBA championship. So I'm going to go ahead, wrap this video up now. I've said my piece. I want to know what you think about it. And look, if you want to flame me because I'm going for Dallas Mavericks, you're more than welcome to. I could care less. You know, I'm giving my opinion just like the other thousands and millions of other users here on YouTube do. I think Dallas Mavericks is going to win in Game 6. That's my pick. That's what I'm sticking with it. You can flame me. You can give me props. It doesn't really matter. But I'm stating what I feel is going to happen, and I'll holler at y'all later.